What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to this week's Tech Talk. And today we're just going to be going over some ESCs and what I kind of think about everything you hear now and where you should kind of maybe be at if you're a beginner or something like that. And kind of just touch base on where I started with ESCs and where I'm at now. And I wish I would be where I am now than if first starting out than having to do a little learning curve on it. But so for the most part, what I started out with, I didn't know any better. I had these are Simon K ESCs. You could still find them, I think, on Hobby King and a couple probably Banggood and places like that. They're I mean, at the time I thought they were good, but now it's pretty much just crap. But that's what I started with, and that's a good. They're cheap. It's a good starting point, but you're still in a way wasting your money. Where after I left those ESCs, that's when I started kind of listening to what other people were flying and everything. I got a little bit more into the hobby and stuff like that, so I was checking things out a little more. And I stumbled across Rotor Geeks, and this was their RG20 ESC. This was a good ESC as well. I didn't have too many problems with it. It seemed to fly fine and handle, amperage and everything. And at the time, I was hearing about KISS ESCs also, but they were catching on fire, things like that. You guys know about that whole deal for the most part. Um, so from there, I kind of, I just got into talking to a little bit more people and everything, and these came out. These were the little bees, and some people still, I think a lot of people still fly with these. I think there's like 30 amp little bees now. I believe these are, I don't even remember, 20 amp ESCs. I can't tell, but all these were good for me. The only problem I had was just the setup in BL Heli I could not stand. And for me, that was a personal preference. I feel like I did so much having to set up my flight controller always in clean flight and everything. Then I had to make sure everything was set up okay with my ESCs and BL Heli. And, I had to, change motor direction, things like that, set all that up, set up motor timing. That stuff was it was just a pain to me to have to do all that type of stuff. I just wanted to go out and fly, and I think that's the main thing all of us want to do. And from there, I went to the KISS 30 amps, and now I run the KISS 24s on everything. And I wish I just would have went to KISS ESCs a lot earlier. And I know a lot of you might say, well, BL Heli S now and everything, and like it produces more thrust than KISS, and there's always this back and forth debate, and that's going to be with everything. But let me tell you, to be able to have an ESC that you could just directly solder up, and all you have to do is just two of your ESCs, solder a jumper pad for motor direction, put some heat shrink on it, and you're good to go and ready to fly. To me, that is what it should be about. A speed controller shouldn't be something that you have to go and set up all these different parameters and everything just to get out and fly. And some of you might, have some comments on this. Feel free to leave them below. I love to hear from all you guys. But if you're beginning and just want to start out and don't want to deal with all that type of stuff, I would suggest just spending a little bit extra more money and going with the KISS ESCs and not having to go through the whole learning curve and everything of BL Heli and all that type of stuff. And when I did it, there wasn't even like the pass through on the flight controllers. It was just straight up. You had to like have that boot little loader card and everything. I don't know. It was just a pain. So, yep, that's my little review slash I guess opinions, should I say, for this week. But hope you guys like it. Like I always say, do your research on this stuff and fly what you guys think is good for you guys. Don't fly what everybody else is flying. Don't, do your own experiments with everything and see what's comfortable for you. Everybody's different. Everybody's flying style is different. Not one person I ever met that flies the same, or has the same setup. Just fly what you think is good, enjoy what you're doing, and go out there and have a great time. Woo! After all this time, finally got me one of these.